Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy RL Knuckles, aka the Entertainment Fan, here to give you episode around episode 12 or episode 13. God damn, I forgot. I'm always forgetting like which episode we're at. I mean, clearly when I post this video, it'll definitely be right. But like when while I'm recording, I sometimes forget like the number episode that we're on. I'm like either 12 or 13. It's between one of those two. But once again, like I said before, we're getting close to the final. It's wow. I mean, it's almost over. I don't want it to be over because it's like, oh god, I had to go without much about the challenge. But I really don't know when it's gonna end now. Like I said, starting in February, we're in May now, first day of May. I mean, I guess if we count the reunion too, this is most likely gonna end like May. Maybe by the end of probably towards the end of May, like maybe like towards the end of May, beginning of June. I think this is when it's actually going to be over, pretty much. So, man, it's like I said, I don't want it to end, but all good things must come to an end. I'm hoping we will see a very good final, from what we saw Final Reckoning. So, we're gonna start continuing off from last night's episode. It was getting to killing for clearly Kyle was gonna go down. But as you know, no. Cloud wasn't going down yet. Before the episode ended, was like, would anybody like to nominate themselves because Paul was like saying to Kyle, hey, do we have to end this between us? Is that how it's going to end? Because I've been trying to get you out here since day one. And, I had to come in there and finish the job myself, and it looked like it, but Paul didn't do it. Now, I think Paul did the right decision of not going because you're almost to the final. Why would you want to ruin that? But at the same time, though, he was saying, yo, I'm gonna get you out of here. I gotta get you out. But it's just, what, people, when you want to get somebody out, don't. If you're already safe, don't do it. Just don't do it. Like, don't risk yourself. You gotta swallow your pride. But yeah, I'm almost to the final. Let me just play it safe, and that's how it's done. So who was pretty much Kyle got the most votes. That's it. Like I'm not gonna like break it down, but Kyle clearly got the most votes, and who he had to pick either between Hunter or Theo, and clearly it was gonna be Hunter because no, it was gonna be Theo because Hunter and Kyle are in alliance. They're kind of friends, so it was gonna be no question. Granted, these guys are not the biggest muscular guys, Kyle and Thea, but I'm pretty sure they can still hold their own. So it look like they look pretty even. So clearly, this elimination is going to be it. Physical, it's called Hall Brawl, which we've seen plenty of times. Pretty much both of the guys run towards each other and have to try to get the bell first on each other's side, and it's best of uh best of 3 rounds. So like I said, it was anybody's game. So as they first went on, Kyle looked like, look what Theo was doing. He was trying to grab. I mean, I get what Theo was trying to do by pulling Kyle's leg, but it just wasn't a very good strategy because already Kyle has less ground to run on. So like it just wasn't a good look for Kyle. It just wasn't gonna happen. For Theo. So Kyle won the second one, but Hunter was saying to Theo, yo, hit him low, and you have a better chance. You'll win this challenge if you listen to me. And I'm like, okay, you'll listen to the Turbo because Turbo knows what he's doing. Turbo is like I think honestly, Maddie, you want to say Maddie's the best girl rookie, but best guy rookie, I gotta give it to Turbo right now. Like, no, he can't perform, but he's a smart guy. Like he's like a teacher almost. Like, plus the guy who was on Survivor. He was on Survivor 3 times. He's won 2 out of 3, and he was injured. I think he was injured on the third season, which is why he didn't win that. So then in that second round, Theo did go low. But what I was seeing from Theo was like he was still trying to pull Kyle towards him, even though he had less ground to cover. So I'm like, yo, Theo, I'm pretty sure you can run. So he got the second round. So the third round, man, it was literally dead even. Like every time the editing was like going to Kyle's side or this side, it looked like they were neck and neck. And Theo managed to get the bell by just a little bit of a small second. Like it was pretty close, honestly. Like it was a very 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 good elimination, and it might be probably the best elimination we had so far for the guys. Like we've seen a couple of female physical stuff with the whole like pole fight, but like I want physical stuff like that for females. Like why don't we ever get that? I don't know. I mean, I think it would be dope because trust me, when girls don't like each other, it will be a dog dirt fight, man. Like, oh my god, they pretty much will kill each other. So now Kyle is out. Paulie's happy. Gets his number. Paulie and Car are out. They finally get their number one enemy out the house. So it is what it is. But I do believe we are gonna get that elimination between Paulie and Kyle. Unless next season they have to work together. So they have to work together somehow. Like I don't know, but we'll see. So get to the house. They're all discussing. It was Paulie, Cara, Theo, Georgia, and Turbo. Like I said, Paulie is pretty much working with Turbo because a couple episodes he made an alliance with him, and of course he's kind of have Theo's back somewhat because Theo and Cara have been partners. Georgia's friends with Theo, so of course this group kind of would be together in somewhat way. And so Theo Beeman, Theo had respect, man. It was definitely a lot tougher than he thought. And Wes definitely had respect. Like if it's one way to go out, it's like that. Just like Maddie said, if you're gonna go out, I'm gonna go out in a fight, and that was the way he go out. And man, like I said, Kyle did grow on me a lot this season. From like probably being the like no, that's probably like a dickhead in Final Reckonings. He was definitely a likable guy this season. And with his had like a hurt toe and a hurt knee, guy still pulled through, man. That's what it's all about. It's not quitting. So definitely respect to Kyle for that. So then the next morning, we see they're talking to Nally. Think Nally still believes Turbo still mad at her after what happened. She's like, it'll be bad because we were friends since day one, since we got here, and then we're gonna put it all away because of an argument. It just sucks. I mean, it is unfortunate. You know what I mean. It is unfortunate for that to happen. I really do believe Turbo should let it go and just accept her apology. So like she really, man, like that's tough to see. But yeah, man. I mean, but Turbo, man, that guy can hold a grudge. Like there are people in this world that can hold grudges, and Turbo is one of those guys that can hold grudges. So, I mean, and after today's episode, I really had to get on his bad side. So yeah, so we get to today's challenge, and definitely not a challenge I would do. Like I said, I give respect to all these people that do these challenges because the challenges that these competitors do, like, oh my god, it's ridiculous. So they're like on a plane, very high above water. Like it's definitely not a good looking plane. So today's challenge is called Crash Landing. So everybody's gonna be sitting on the plane and solve a puzzle. Well, it sounds easy enough, like solve the puzzle and jump out. But what makes it hard is saying, the plane's rocking back and forth. There's trash moving around. There's a little bit of rain in it too. So like, yeah, it might seem easy at first, but TJ didn't say anything about the plane rocking back and forth from trash falling or being or a little bit of rain in there too. So he also said the first guy and the first girl would skip the next challenge and move automatically go on to the final. So we already get some early finals previews in this. Not like previews like the actual like final, but like comparisons like see who actually makes it. So man, now everyone's gotta be focused. But hey, forget your fears, man. We gotta get this thing going. So as it goes on, you see Turbo was like the first one. Like Turbo, it looked like it was all easy for him. Like he just got done that puzzle and bam, got out of there. Then it was Carr that got it first. But here's the thing, though. even if you think even though you think the puzzle was correct, they'll still check it. So technically, even if you get out of there first, that doesn't mean you won because the second guy was Paulie and the second girl was Natalie. So if Kara and Turbo's puzzle was wrong, and if Paulie's and that Ninja's not puzzle was right, they would move on to the final and not them. So you got to make sure your puzzle's right, and it's not like they check it right when it's over. They only check it right when the challenge is actually completely over. So you won't know until the end. So I mean that does make it better because if you already hear that this puzzle's correct before you even get finished, it's like you kind of lose a little bit of drive to be like, God damn, man. But hey, you know what? I gotta make it to that tribunal. So that's what it is. So I forgot the order, but Hunter was like, yeah, I just don't know. He's like, I'm getting tired of sucking at puzzles. And so people that were sucking the plan were Maddie, Theo, and Hunter, which I'm not gonna lie, Maddie did disappoint because she managed to finish that puzzle that I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago pretty fast. But Paulie did say you have to be an idiot to not finish this puzzle, which I'm not calling Maddie an idiot, but maybe that puzzle was just way too easy. Maybe, it was a false sense of reality, or maybe she just had a bad day. Because she just probably had a bad day regardless. So, I guess the puzzle was hard. I mean, every puzzle has its different level of difficulty, so by all means, I don't want to say that Maddie was, a fluke in that last one. Because she really did finish that puzzle super fast, but in this one, it just was not her day. So, at the end of the challenge, at the end of it, TJ announced the winners. The two people that were going to finals were Kara and Turbo. And man, I don't want to. I know this is early prediction right now, but I think Turbo might win this, man. I mean, granted, something can happen in the final. You never know, but from what I'm seeing from Turbo, man, it almost seems like this guy has no weaknesses. He made it through this whole entire season without going through an elimination. And honestly, I don't think anybody wants to see Turbo in an elimination. Honestly, I'd be scared to face a guy in elimination. Turbo's not human. He's one of the same people, but he is not human. He is not human. And for the girl, it was Cara Maria, which, man, even if she doesn't win, you gotta call this girl one of the best best girl competitors, ever. And do I think she's the best? I still think Susie is the best girl. I mean, first of all, this girl has never lost an elimination before in her challenge career, so you can't take that away from her at all. But she's made it to so many fights. I mean, she's won 2 challenges. She made it to that cutthroat final. She made it to the rivals final. She made through the whole the trilogy. The grand, she only won one of the finals. One of them, she only won Van Dance, but she made it through finals through all of them. She made a final. Her first challenge one was Battle of the Bloodlines. She's won, I guess, Chance for the Stars. You want to count that, but she's gone to a lot of finals, and won 2 challenges. You cannot doubt her greatness in this, and I would love to see her. I would really love to see her win this challenge. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's. I just hope it's not a separate from a boy or a girl, which I think it is. But I don't know. It is what it is. But the next person that in that order was Paulie. So granted, he's not in the final, but he is part of the tribunal. But it's a girls' elimination day, so it's okay. It doesn't. It's weird because granted, it's a girls' elimination, but it's god damn. If I'm a guy, I'm okay. I don't want to sound like a quitter, but it's they really need to win this challenge. But then again, it wasn't until after the challenge was over for TJ to say that. So I guess you can't really be blah blah blah. Let me just relax and whatnot. So I get that. But anyway, sort of say. It's say because it's not guys. So now as they get home, Dee and Natalie are pretty much thinking that hey, we're probably gonna be on a chopping block because Turbo's mad at us for what we said to him, for what happened. So it's gonna be it's gonna be tough for us right now. Now they did try to talk to him. They try to I don't wait. Was it before or after it was they talked about? Well, I guess before that, but I guess before or after Ninja, Natalie, and D were talking. So it was like I said, it was Turbo, Kara, and Paul. They had to decide who they're gonna put in. Now, Kara says I cannot say Maddie D because I made an agreement to them that I would not say they would not say my name when I say their name, which respect. You gotta you have to accept the deal. You shook on it, so you have to go by oblige by that rule. Um, Polly, she chose D because she's working with Wes. I can't really trust him at the time. She's been with my enemies, and also at the same time though, um, Paulie, Paulie cannot say Wes's name though because remember he made a path to that too. I mean, she shook on it, made an agreement to him. Turbo was clearly going to say Turbo said Ninja Natalie because after the whole argument, but but for Carr, just like it's either between Davon or Georgia. It's about she's like it's challenge war of the world. I'm gonna go for American, but also at the same time, I think she might be cool with Georgia. I don't know. She's stuck between them. She said she was gonna go for Georgia because it's Team USA, but at the end she chose Davon. And Davon was like, I ain't gonna I ain't gonna plead my case, but just get ready for war, and that's it. So then what's funny is that D and Natalie did a bet, say he was gonna buy wine for each other if Turbo says your name or my name, man. Both the names are up there, so it's unfortunate. So each of them were talking. D said when it was D, she's like, "Hey, I never said your name." Carl, I never said your name. Paulie, you know what I mean. Then Ninja was like, "Hey, Paulie, we've been through together. We won many challenges. So I can't. I wouldn't say your name." Um, and also, Carl, I know, Paulie's your boyfriend. I had your back too. Came out of Turbo. Then Davon was like, Davon just came out of the shower, like, use my hair and natural. Yo, Davon look good, man. I mean, Davon's a gorgeous woman, and all natural of that lady. So that I love saying, hey, that's a black woman thing, man. So shout out to all my African queens out there. So after the tribunal, it was quick and easy. Like, damn, I forgot what what Carr said, but like it was just quick as easy tribunal. Like it wasn't anything too like oh my god type of thing. But we did see D and D and Turbo talk about it. Oh, about last night. I can't remember if she apologized to him or not. I think she did, but it was definitely they don't definitely you gotta talk to them so you don't get voted in. So good strategy by them, but kind of wrap this up going to the cutting floor now. So they all did their votes, and so Paulie said Paulie voted for D mainly because Ninja was his partner, and Davon and Paulie have been partners ever since not partners, but like they looked at each other since Final Reckoning, and this season they'll never say each other's names, so it was going to be D by default. Kara said chose Davon because she can't vote for D or she can't vote for D because she made that bet and can't vote for Natalie because Natalie's been with Paulie, and so it was gonna be obviously be Davon, and which I think she definitely respect. I think Davon knew about that. She respected that, and then Terrible to everyone's surprise chose D. I'm like whoa because he was mad at the fact she she gave it to the army when it was in her business to turbo size at least. Which I kind of get that. It kind of wasn't, but when you see your friend out there, you want to have your friend's back. But I get why Turbo chose her. You know what I mean? Clearly, Dee's mad now. Now who she's gonna pick? She's definitely not gonna pick Maddox. She has a path with she's in a path with her in the alliance. Definitely not gonna say Ninja Natalie, and she's not gonna say Georgia because I guess she's a rookie. So she's gonna go for Davon. Davon's like, you know what? I'm getting tired of this, but it is what it is. I'm kind of not surprised now. Got things going. Now apparently, they're chilling for elimination as tug of war. You get on the ground, get stuck on the ground first, you're out. So yeah, but that's gonna be next episode. But the moral of today's story is of this episode: don't cross Turbo. He can be all super sweet, but like you cross him, yeah, he's gonna stab you and he's gonna hurt you. So yeah. So anyway, today's was a good episode. Like I said, do not cross Turbo. Do not cross Turbo. Just don't do it. Do not do it. Don't do it. Actually, I actually tweeted at the Challenge MTV. People have liked my tweet. I said well, I think we learned after tonight's episode, don't cross Turbo. A lot of people liked it, retweeted it. Ninja Natalie liked it. Yay! I like Ninja Natalie, and I think Turbo just retweeted it. So yeah, but hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this recording. I'm happy I'm actually like doing this on time now. I'm gonna post it on time. So yeah, I am going to post. I do want to do a discussion about Avengers Endgame with somebody because I don't want to talk about it by myself. It just feels like talking about it by myself would just be kind of boring and whatnot. But I'll just find someone to do a discussion with. I also want to do a discussion with Mortal Kombat 11. So after having the game for about a week now, I'm getting towards my review on it and pretty much gonna write about that. I want to release my articles on Avengers Endgame and Mortal Kombat 11 at the same time, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, subscribe to my channel if you like more of these recordings, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care. Have a good weekend, everybody.